प्यारे बच्चों, क्लास 11th इंग्लिश कोर का जेसीईआरटी द्वारा ऑफिशियल ऑब्जेक्टिव क्वेश्चन दिया गया है, उसी को इस वीडियो के माध्यम से आपको बता रहा हूं। चैनल पर पहली बार हैं तो सब्सक्राइब कर ले, क्योंकि क्लास 12th में आर्ट्स विषय में जितने भी सब्जेक्ट हैं सभी के महत्वपूर्ण प्रश्नों की जानकारी इस चैनल के माध्यम से आपको मिलती रहेगी। तो चलिए हम लोग आज कुछ नया सीखते हैं। आगे की जो क्वेश्चन और आंसर है वो मेरी बेटी आपको बताएगी। तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं।
Poetry. Chapter 1. A photograph. Shirley Towson. Multiple choice question. Question number 1. Who is the poet of the poem A Photograph? Option A. Shirley Towson. Question number 2. The photograph is made of which material? Option B. Cardboard. Question number 3. The cardboard shows the picture of option D. Narrator's mother and her two cousins. Question number 4. What are the girls seen doing in the photograph? Option D. Paddling. Question number 5. Where were the girls when the photograph was taken? Option C. At beach. Question number 6. The big girl here means option C. Narrator's mother. Question number 7. What was the age of the mother when the photograph was taken? Option D. 12. Question number 8. Besides the narrator's mother, option B. Two more girls stood there. Question number 9. The uncle was option D. Standing with the camera. Question number 10. The sweet face the photograph showed was option C. Narrator's mother. Question number 11. The photograph was taken when? Option D. The narrator was not even born. Question number 12. The word transient shows option C. The momentary or ephemeral life. Option 13. She had laughed at the snapshots. C in the line stands for option D. The narrator's mother. Question number 14. Who were Betty and Dolly? Option C. Narrator's mother's cousins. Question number 15. What was her past? Option C. The sea holiday that mother enjoyed with her cousins. Question number 16. What did the narrator's mother laugh at? Option A. Snapshot. Question number 17. And look how they dressed us for the beach. Who is the speaker for this line? Option C. Narrator's mother. Question number 18. What is the narrator's past? Option A. Mother's laughter. Question number 19. That girl stands for option C. Narrator's mother. Question number 20. The narrator talks about whose death in the last stanza? Option D. Her mother's. Question number 21. These circumstances means option B. The death of the mother. Question number 22. Its silences means option D. Silence caused by the mother's death gives birth to a pall of silence. Question number 23. How many stages were depicted in the poem? Option C. 3. Question number 24. What was the last stage in the poem? Option A. After the death of mother. Question number 25. What does terribly transient feet mean in the poem? Option A. Her feet represent the mother who changed with time while the sea remained the same. Question number 26. What was the favorite memory of the poet? Option B. Her mother's laughter. Chapter 2. The Lamburanum Top. Ted Hughes. Question number 1. The poet of the poem The Lamburanum Top is option D. Ted Hughes. Question number 2. Which tree's top has been mentioned in the poem? Option B. Laburnum. Question number 3. How has the poet described the laburnum tree top in the beginning of the poem? Option A. Silent and still. Question number 4. The month that has been mentioned in the poem is option C, September. Question number 5. What has happened to the leaves? Option A, they were yellowing. Question number 6. The bird that flies to the tree is option D, goldfinch. Question number 7. How does the goldfinch come to the tree? Option A, with a twitching chirp. Question number 8. The time of the day described in the poem is option B, afternoon. Question number 9. How does the September sunlight appear? Option A, yellow. Question number 10. The laburnum tree top remains dash till the goldfinch comes. Option B, silent and quite still. Question number 11. How does the goldfinch sit at the branch end? Option C, with a suddenness and startlement. Question number 12. The goldfinch is compared to a option B, lizard. Question number 13. Why is the goldfinch compared to a lizard? Option C, because she is slick. Question number 14. How is the movement of the goldfinch? Option C, alert and abrupt. Question number 15. What does thickness mean in the poem? Option A, among the leaves and branches. Question number 16. Trillings are dash. Option A, short high sounds. Question number 17. A machine starts up of dash. Option D, all of these. Question number 18. The whole tree trembles and thrills with. Option B, the arrival of the goldfinch. Question number 19. It is the engine of our family. It here stands for. Option B, the laburnum tree. Question number 20. What is the identity sign of the goldfinch? Identity sign of the goldfinch. Option A, her bared face. Question number 21. Bared face means option C, face having strips. Question number 22. What does the phrase the bared face identity mask mean? Option B, bird's stripped face has become her identity and her symbol of recognition. Question number 23. How can a goldfinch can be recognized? Option A, by her bared face. Question number 24. What is the meaning of the word array? Option C, strange. Question number 25. The whistle chirrup whisperings of the goldfinch are. Option C, strange and delicate. Option C, strange and delicate. Question number 26. The meaning of the of launches away is option B, flies away. Question number 27. Which figure of speech is used in September sunlight? Option D, alliteration. Question number 28. The infinite means option A, the endless sky. Question number 29. She launches away. C here stands for option D, the goldfinch. Question number 30. What happens to the laburnum tree after goldfinch flies away? Option C, empty and silent again. Chapter 3. The voice of the rain. Walt Whitman. Question number 1. What does the word doesn't mean? Option B, come down. Question number 2. What hyperbole is used in the poem? Option C, bottomless sea. Question number 3. What does the poet compare the rain with? Option A, song. Question number 4. How does the rain help the seeds inside the earth? Option B, provides life and helps them grow. Question number 5. From where does the rain rise in the form of water vapor? Option A, land and bottomless sea. Question number 6. The poem The Voice of the Rain is a conversation between option A, poet and rain. Question number 7. What does who art thou means? Option B, who are you? ऑप्शन ए ऑप्शन ए बोल रहे. क्वेश्चन नंबर 8, what happens to the rain in the sky? Option C, rain falls down. Question number 9, what is vaguely formed D? Option A, clouds. Question number 10, who rises eternal out of the land? Option D, water vapor. Question number 11, why does the rain descend to the earth? Option D, all of the above. Question number 12, why is it impalpable? Option D, all of the above. Question number 13, who descends in the poem? Option A, rain. Question number 14, which is the birthplace of the song? Option C, poet's heart. Question number 15, what does ragdi or unragdi mean? Option C, cared for or not cared for. Chapter 4, childhood, Marcus Nathan. Question number 1, who is the poet of the poem Childhood? Option C, Marcus Nathan. Question number 2, what is the opposite of the word hidden? Option A, open. Question number 3, what question does the poet ask to himself? Option C, both A and B. Question number 4, what is the poem Childhood about? Option A, poet's lost childhood. Question number 5, what is the meaning of the word seized? Option B, come to an end. Question number 6, after what age did the poet realize that he had lost his childhood? Option B, 11. Question number 7, the face of an infant symbolizes? Option C, innocence. Question number 8, what could the poet not find in the geography book? Option A, hell and heaven. Question number 9, what does the poet associate adulthood with? Option D, mature thinking. Question number 10, why are the adults not what they seem to be? Option A, they talk and preach of love but do not act so. Question number 15, what did the poet find out about hell and heaven? Option A, they could not be found in geography books. Question number 12, adults seem to act mostly out of? Option D, jealousy. Question number 13, what type of rhyme scheme is used in the poem Childhood? Option D, A, B, B, C, C, D. Question number 14, what did the poet conclude about his lost childhood at the end of the poem? Option B, it went to some forgotten place. Question number 15, which poetic device has been used in the following line? Was it when I found my mind was really mine? Option A, alliteration. Question number 16, where could he see his childhood now? Option A, in an infant's face. Question number 17, what is the difference between an adult and a child? Option A, an adult can tell the difference between reality and fantasy while a child cannot. Question number 18, why do adults talk and preach of love but do not act lovingly? Option A, because they are hypocrites. Question number 19, what did the poet find out about hell and heaven? Option B, they were an imaginary place. Question number 20, what is the most important thing about being an adult? Option A, they have their own thoughts. Chapter 5, Father to Son, Elizabeth Jennings. Question number 1, the poet of Father to Son is? Option D, Elizabeth Jennings. Question number 2, Elizabeth Jennings is the poet of? Option C, Father to Son. Question number 3, who is the narrator in the poem Father to Son? Option B, father. Question number 4. This child refers to dash in the poem Father to Son. Option D, son. Question number 5. What is the poem Father to Son about? Option A, shows relationship between father and son. Question number 6. Who is I in the poem Father to Son? Option D, father. Question number 7. Who is unable to understand the child in Father to Son? Option C, father. Question number 8. Who has lived in the same house for years in the poem Father to Son? Option D, father and son. Question number 9. Who speak like strangers in the poem Father to Son? Option C, father and son. Question number 10. Who is the prodigal in the poem Father to Son? Option D, son. Question number 11. Father tells his son that though they have lived in the same house for years, yet he, option D, does not understand him. Question number 12. How old is the son when father describes his pain to him? Option C, just become an adult. Question number 13. Does father know about his son's likes or dislikes? Option B, no. Question number 14. The use of I in the line, the seed I spent or sown it where, in the poem Father to Son points towards option A, father's acknowledgement of failure in establishing communication. Question number 15. Who speak like strangers in the poem Father to Son? Option D, father and son. Question number 16. Complete the line. There's no sign of dash. Option C, understanding. Question number 17. Dash surrounds us. Option D, silence. Question number 18. Prodigal means option C, someone who loves to spend money. Question number 19. The speaker speaks of which relationship in the poem Father to Son? Option A, father son. Question number 20. Identify the simile in the given options. Option B, we speak like strangers. Question number 21. From where does anger arise in the poem? Option A, sadness. Question number 22. Where does the speaker want the son to return? Option D, home. Question number 23. Who will forgive in the poem Father to Son? Option D, father and son will forgive each other. Question number 24. What is meant by live on the same globe in the poem Father to Son? Option C, coexist with understanding and love. Question number 25. Why should we both must live on the same globe in the poem Father to Son? Option D, this relationship is made with bonds of love and understanding. Question number 26. Why should the prodigal return home in the poem Father to Son? Option C, father is ready to develop new and better understanding. Question number 27. Why is silence surrounding father and son? Option D, all. Question number 28. What does the father hope for in the poem Father to Son? Option D, all. Question number 29. What is meant by longing in the poem Father to Son? Option A, desire. Question number 30. What is the meaning of grief in the poem Father to Son? Option C, sadness.